Greetings of the day, students. So here we are again for the lecture of PPS. As we discussed last time, today we'll be seeing the block diagram of computer basically. Last time we talked about history of computer, some components of computer, how computer timeline was invented, and how things went from first generation to fifth generation, right? So today we'll be talking about block diagram of a computer, a simple computer. So a computer consists of mainly first important part of the computer is I'm highlighting here. This is CPU. The black line you are seeing, this is CPU. CPU is known as central processing unit, right? It has two subunits inside it. One is storage unit, another one is processing unit. So processing unit has another two things inside it: control unit and arithmetic logical unit. Control unit controls the whole computer. It's like a brain of a computer. And if you talk about arithmetic and logical unit, it takes care of mathematical computation kind of things, like if you want to add, if you want to subtract, multiply, those kind of things are taken care by arithmetic and logical unit. And these whole processing unit is in accordance with input, output, and storage unit. As you can see, those all things are connected. Alone processing unit cannot work. Why it cannot work? Because there are some things stored in the memory. It has to interact with the memory. There are some things stored in the memory. See, it is taking things from the memory, it is giving things to the memory. Let's say we have stored two variables. If you have learned to see in our practical sessions, we store variables in the memory. So it will take values of variables from the memory, it will compute something, and it will obviously give back something to the memory, right, for storage. And between that we will be inputting something using keyboard and mouse. We'll be running program, we'll be compiling program, we will be giving inputs. So it is that for input line. Okay, and computer will also be showing us something as output on the screen. We have already done hello world program, right? As simple as that. If you haven't done any advanced programs, we have done hello world program. So it is showing output on the screen, so that is for output. So processing unit is the brain of a computer. Control unit basically inside it. Arithmetic logical unit does mathematical computation. And then we have two kinds of memories: secondary storage and primary storage. Let us see what it is. So we have already talked about ALU and control unit, arithmetic and logical unit. And if you combine arithmetic logical unit and control unit, you will get microprocessor. So basically what microprocessor is, it has some parts of arithmetic and logical unit and some part of control unit. So it will define microprocessor of CPU, right? And what is storage unit and memory unit? It is obviously used for storing things. So there are two kinds of memory: primary memory and secondary memory. Both memories are very important. Primary memory is something called as RAM. Yeah, when we go and buy new CPU or new laptop, we always look for higher RAM in the PC. And there are ROM in the PC. Many of us don't say ROM, we always say hard drive. So hard drive is one example of ROM, that is read-only memory. Yes, so RAM is a volatile memory and ROM is a non-volatile memory. If I put an example, whatever programs you run, like if you are running a Photoshop program, or if you are running, let's say, any game, if you are running a Paint, Microsoft Word program, or right now I'm running a PPT, a PowerPoint presentation, all are running inside random access memory. Why it is volatile? Volatile का मतलब होता है वो बहुत ही क्षणिक है. If I switch down the computer right now, or let's say if I press the power button right now on my laptop, the computer will shut down. Computer will shut down. If I haven't saved this program, on the restart of the computer, I won't get this program back started. जब आप कंप्यूटर रीस्टार्ट करके वापस चालू करते हैं, तब आपको वो सारी गेम्स, वो सारे प्रोग्राम्स अप एंड रनिंग नहीं मिलते हैं, बिकॉज यू हैव क्लोज्ड इट. और इफ यू हैवंट क्लोज्ड इट तो भी आपको वो अप एंड रनिंग नहीं मिलेंगे, क्योंकि वो रैम में चालू थे. रैम इज अ वॉलेटाइल मेमोरी और वो बहुत लिमिटेड होती है उसकी, और रोम की कंपैरिजन में रैम बहुत कम होती है पर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. उसमें यूजफुल प्रोग्राम्स ही रन होते हैं, एक साथ सारे प्रोग्राम्स नहीं रन होते हैं. लेट्स से आपके कंप्यूटर में हंड्रेड्स ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स हैं, दे कैन लाई डाउन इन योर कंप्यूटर बट दे कैन नॉट रन एट द सेम टाइम इफ यू हैव अ लोअर रैम. सो कंप्यूटर में रैम का काम है प्रोग्राम्स को चलाना, प्रोग्राम्स को जगह देना कि जहाँ पे वो परफॉर्म कर सके. और रोम का काम है सिंपल रीड ओनली मेमोरी एंड राइट ओनली मेमोरी. वहाँ पे आप उससे रीड कर सकते हैं और वहाँ पे आप राइट कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि आपकी हार्ड डिस्क, आप नया लैपटॉप या डेस्कटॉप परचेस करने जाते हैं तब आप हार्ड डिस्क देखते हैं 500 GB है, 1 TB है, वो आपकी रोम है। वहाँ पे वो वॉलेटाइल नहीं है, वो नॉन वॉलेटाइल मेमोरी है। क्यों नॉन वॉलेटाइल मेमोरी है? क्योंकि आप कुछ भी चीज़ें उसमें स्टोर करते हैं, मेरी पेंट की फाइल है, मेरी फोटोशॉप की फाइल है, जो भी चीज़ें मेरी गेम के रिलेटेड फाइल्स है, मैं अपनी गेम कहीं पे सेव करके रखता हूँ, तो वो सारी चीज़ें रोम में सेव होती है। रोम उस चीज़ों को याद रखता है, क्योंकि whenever you come back you want those things as it is. That is why ROM is very important part of memory as well. So there are two kinds of memory, both are very important: RAM and ROM. Random access memory, read only memory. RAM is a volatile memory. As soon as you switch off your computer will forget everything that is inside a RAM. And ROM is a non-volatile memory. As soon as you switch off your computer, still it will remember what you had saved or what you were having while computer was on. And then we have input output section and storage devices. In this diagram I haven't shown storage devices, it was optional, but input output devices are must. Input output devices are used to get the data from the user, and output devices are used to give back something, information or data to the user, right? So what are some input and output devices? We all know input devices are keyboard, joystick, mouse, right? Scanner. Those are some input devices used to take inputs from the user. Output devices include monitor, etc. मॉनिटर है, फिर प्रोजेक्टर है, ये सब आउटपुट डिवाइसेस हैं, कंप्यूटर में से इंफॉर्मेशन हमें स्क्रीन पे दिखाते हैं। ओके, देन वी हैव एक्सटर्नल स्टोरेज डिवाइसेस। ये जो स्टोरेज डिवाइसेस थे, रैम और रोम, वो इंटरनल थे। whenever you purchase a computer, whenever you want to make a computer, you have to have these two things inside it, whatever proportion you want to have. आपको जितने भी proportion में रैम रखनी है, रोम रखनी है, पर रखनी पड़ती है, that is very important. आप उसको skip नहीं कर सकते, right? So these two memory parts are really important, but we can have external storage devices. External storage devices are part of ROM. External storage devices भी किस में आते हैं? ROM में आते हैं, क्योंकि वो उसमें सेव की गई चीजें रहती हैं हमेशा के लिए, फॉर इयर्स, जब तक कि वो वॉर्न आउट नहीं हो जाती। ठीक है, सो दे आर नॉट इंटरनल स्टोरेज डिवाइसेस। एग्जाम्पल है CD, DVD, USB pens and USB pen drives. Floppy disks are very old right now. You might not have seen floppy disk. You can search on the net about floppy disk. They looked like square CDs. They were very big in size, but right now अभी floppy disk की जगह भी नहीं आती है हमारे CPU में कि हम वहाँ पे floppy disk को insert कर सके और उसको कुछ store कर सके. But yeah, we all know about hard disk and pen drives and everything. Hard disks are a major storage right now, very popular. Okay, so this was about storage devices. So ब्लॉक डायग्राम ऑफ कंप्यूटर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एक बार अच्छे से देख के उसको स्टडी करिएगा। वेरी इजी है, आप सबको आता भी होगा काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें, राइट? सब चीज़ें एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड है, ओके, और एक दूसरे के साथ डेटा इंटरचेंज कर रही है, एक दूसरे को डेटा दे रही है और ले रही है, ठीक है? सो अगेन, प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट, स्टोरेज और मेमोरी यूनिट, ओके, two kinds of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. It is getting inputs from the user using input devices. It is giving outputs to the user using output devices. It is giving information, right? And these things are computing something. They are brain of a computer. Okay, so this was all about block diagram of a computer. And now advantages of computers. You all know what are advantages of computer, so we will quickly go through it. Computer is very speedy. Okay, a simple example is if I give you the multiplication of two numbers which are 8 digits. So obviously you are going to take pen and paper, and it will be, if you are very skilled person, still it will take you 2 to 3 minutes. The computer can give this output to you in a fraction of second. It won't take even 1 single second. Okay, that is called speed. So computer can do large calculations in very speed. Whenever you are in banking, whenever you are in space programs, you need very high calculation speed, and obviously you have to have the accuracy. Accuracy का मतलब होता है कितना अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं। अगर if we talk about, let's say, 1 divided by 3, so obviously we know the answer is 0.33, but accuracy किसे कहते हैं? कंप्यूटर हमें आंसर देगा 0.333333। अगर मैं आपसे पाई की वैल्यू पूछता हूँ तो आप कहेंगे 3.14। If I ask the value of pi from a computer, it will tell me 3.14 up to 49 digits or 50 digits, whatever the main pi is having, right? We all know it's an irrational number. So वो मुझे पूरी वैल्यू देगा, उसे कहते हैं एक्यूरेसी। हम फर्स्ट 2 डिजिट पे रिलाई नहीं कर सकते। अगर मैं कोई स्पेस प्रोग्राम में हूँ, मुझे कोई जगह के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हैं जहाँ पे मुझे स्पेस में उतरना है या जहाँ पे मुझे मून पे उतरना है, तो ऑब्वियसली वो कोऑर्डिनेट बहुत ही एक्यूरेट होंगे, अप टू 10 डिजिट, पॉइंट के पीछे 10 डिजिट, 20 डिजिट तक वो एक्यूरेट होने चाहिए, राइट? दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सो दैट इज एक्यूरेसी। एंड स्टोरेज, if we talk about humans, how much things we can remember, बहुत ही कम चीजें हम याद रख सकते हैं, right? But computer can remember things for years. If you ask a computer 4 साल पहले सुबह को 10 बजे SBI बैंक में कौन सा ट्रांजेक्शन हुआ था मेरे अकाउंट से, तो उसको याद होगा, because it has a storage capabilities, it has some massive memory capabilities. So that is storage. Two kinds of storage we have already studied back, volatile and non-volatile, or primary or secondary, right? So that is storage. These are advantages of computer and it is very reliable. कंप्यूटर बहुत ही रिलायबल है। अगर रिलायबल का मतलब क्या कह सकते हैं कि जैसे कि लार्ज कंप्यूटेशन की बात करते हैं, अगर मैं 2 लार्ज कंप्यूटेशन कंप्यूट कर रहा हूँ, दोनों 8 डिजिट वाले हैं, दोनों सेम ही हैं, अगर मैं एक बार कंप्यूट करूंगा तो हो सकता है उसका आंसर डिफरेंट आए, और दूसरी बार कैलकुलेट करूँ तो हो सकता है उसका आंसर डिफरेंट आए, डिपेंडिंग ऑन माई एरर्स। वो मेरी एरर पर डिपेंड करता है। तो कंप्यूटर रिलायबल है, उसको आप 10 बार वही सम देंगे तो भी आपको सेम आंसर देगा। ह्यूमंस में ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है? वो रिलायबल नहीं है। मैं अगर कोई भाग रहा है और मैं उसका टाइमिंग नोट कर रहा हूँ, इफ somebody is running a marathon and I am noting his or her time, ठीक है, so I can make mistakes. But if you have a computer on the finish line, आपने सेंसर्स लगाए हुए हैं, वहाँ पे कोई कंप्यूटर है, तो उसकी फिनिश लाइन में उसके काउंटिंग में मिस्टेक नहीं होगी, एरर्स नहीं होंगी। दैट्स व्हाई कंप्यूटर्स आर रिलायबल। एंड देन वी हैव ऑटोमेशन। ओके, ऑब्वियसली वी यूज कंप्यूटर बिकॉज वी वांट टू डू ऑटोमेशन। बैंक को हर 3 महीने पे इंटरेस्ट क्रेडिट करना होता है, और या फिर से वी कैन से अलार्म। मैंने कैलेंडर में कुछ चीज़ें लगाई हुई है कि लेट्स से आई हैव एन अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ डॉक्टर आफ्टर 2 days, तो मैं वो कैलेंडर में फिट करके रखूंगा। कंप्यूटर विल रिमेंबर इट एंड ही विल टेल मी एट द सेम टाइम कि आपका अलार्म देगा मुझे, और ये सारी चीज़ें ऑटोमेटेड है। बैंक है हर 3 महीने में इंटरेस्ट क्रेडिट कर देती है, वाई? बिकॉज इट इज ऑटोमेटेड। सो वी वांट ऑटोमेशन, दैट्स व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग computers, right? So these are some advantages of computer. Obviously at the same time computer have limitations. some computer है वो complete person नहीं है, right? It has a lack of intelligence. okay, उसमें intelligence नहीं है, right? अगर मैं कंप्यूटर को बोलूँगा कि let's say remind me to go to doctor on 4th, let's say 4th नहीं, आगे की तारीख पे कोई भी, चलो today is 4th में भी, right? On 6th November I want to go to doctor, so maybe he will remind me, but he doesn't know the importance of that thing. उसे उसका importance पता नहीं है, वो खुद नहीं सोच सकता है, so it has a lack of intelligence. वो वही करेगा जो मैं बोलूँगा। Let's say there is a robot, if I'll tell him to slap someone, he will slap someone. He won't ask that whoever that person is. If I'll order him to kill someone, he'll kill someone. He doesn't have an intelligence, right? So that is the limitation of a computer. As I said, it works on commands only. You have to give him commands. It is an idiot box. You have to make him work. You have to give him instructions. And unable to correct human mistakes. Obviously, it can suggest human mistakes. Humans are making mistakes here based on its calculations, but it cannot correct human mistakes. If you have done a calculation or if you have performed the multiplication of large numbers, the computer cannot tell you where you are making mistake. It can give you the correct answer, right? So these are the limitations of computer. And then we have overview of software. Okay, let's keep it to this only. Okay, we have seen limitations of computer. Let's revise quickly whatever we have seen today. We have seen the block diagram. We understood how the block diagram works, how computer works. Okay, fine. Go through these things, and then we have seen advantages and disadvantages or limitations of computer. In next lecture, in whatever we will discuss, it will be regarding software, computer software, how computer software work, what type of computer softwares are there. Okay, if you want to see something on net about it, see it. And obviously, as I say in every lecture, please comment down your doubts or clear it in our lab sessions, right? Yeah, thank you and have a good day.